everyone and welcome back to Braw Yoga. My name's Ruth Steele. Thank you so much for joining me today for this grounding balance practice. We're going to begin on our shins. Remember to use a block or a cushion if you need a little bit of height under the bottom there. And we'll start by rolling the shoulders back 3 times. Start connecting with your breath here. Inhale up. And exhale as you drag the shoulders back and down. Opening up the chest and thoracic spine. Let's go for one more here. Good. Really peel those shoulders down away from the ears. Settle the palms on top of the thighs, palms facing up. Close the eyes here if you're comfortable. Deepening the breath into the belly. Using your right hand now, we're going to place the first and middle finger in between the eyebrows and just practice a few rounds of our alternate nostril breathing here. So closing the right nostril with the thumb, we're going to inhale through that left nostril. Then block the left nostril with the ring finger and pinky. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right. Block it with the thumb and exhale left. Good, so we're changing sides each time, alternating nostril breathing. The breath should not be forced in any way here, just natural breaths. And this balancing breath has so many benefits. Calming our central nervous system, realigning Ida and Pingala, the male and female side energy channels of the body. And we're just going to practice a few rounds here this morning. But to get the full benefits of this breath, feel free to come back to it throughout your day. Good, one more round here. And the next time you're exhaling out of your left nostril, exhale right to the end of the breath, and then let the hand rest back down to the thigh, and take a deep breath as normal, in and out through the nose. Good, bringing the hands to Anjali Mudra. Begin palming the hands together, get them filled with heat and energy. And then gently cupping the hands over the eyes. Open inside and roll the eyes clockwise. Nice and slowly, as if in slow motion. Just replenishing tired eyes, noticing all those tiny sensations you can feel behind the eyes, wherever you're at in your day. And change direction now, going the other way. Take this energy to the rest of the body, setting an intention to really ground yourself today and find balance exactly where you are. When those wobbles happen, embrace them, smile, and just notice whatever your reactions are, because this is where we learn in yoga. Sometimes, especially as we progress and we start practicing inversions and arm balancing, by God, those wobbles sure do happen, and it's how we react to them that really makes the difference in how we react to every other challenge in our life. So just bear that in mind and take it with a nice large dollop of kindness and self-love. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way to standing, rolling up through the spine nice and slowly. Come to the front of your mat. Now you can have the feet hip width apart here, or if you're a little more advanced in your practice, have those big toes touching and heels just slightly apart from there. Roll the shoulders back and down once more, and we'll take a big inhale and reach up. As we exhale, fold forwards now. You can bend the knees if you need to. Find length in the spine. And let's hold elbow to elbow whilst we're here. Just ragdoll, shaking it out side to side. Let go of any tension you might be storing in the neck. Shake it out right to the back of the hips. And again, don't worry what this looks like. Just let go of any aesthetic view here. We're focusing on what it feels like. And if you want to keep closing your eyes throughout your practice, I actually encourage that, because that in itself is really going to help improve your balance, which helps us function day to day with all sorts of movements. Okay, from here now, inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, fold forward, stepping back to our plank pose. You can lower the knees if you need to. Exhale, chaturanga down, elbows hugging ribs. Inhale to cobra here, really engaging those back muscles. Take it up to upward facing dog if you know how, otherwise stay where you are. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Ardha Mukha Svanasana, jazzy Sanskrit name for 5 breaths. Here we go, connecting to exactly where you are, finding grounding through the hands and feet connected with the floor. See if you can even slightly lift the palms of the hands off the floor, and that should show us an indication of where our weight should be in those knuckle tips in our downward facing dog here. Feel free to bend the knees and bring the knees towards the tummy, but keeping that length in the spine. One more breath. Now let's inhale, look towards those hands, bend the knees, step in between, flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, reaching on up. And exhale, hands through prayer. Good, inhale, reach up tall. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to our plank here. The knees can be lifted or lowered as we chaturanga down, elbows hugging ribs. Inhale, baby cobra, cobra, or upward facing with the hips off the floor. Open your heart. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Again, ground through those fingertips and knuckles. The fingertips should be slightly pulling back here. Inhale, look towards the hands, bend the knees, step in between, flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands down through prayer. Good, now here, shifting the weight into the left foot. Inhale, bring that right knee in towards the tummy and just hug the knee, hugging it into you. And then see if you can keep the knee where it is and let go. Really engage that compression in the right hip flexor. Bringing the arms behind the back, interlock the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Use your core and stability and balance. Send the gaze upwards. And now as we exhale, we're going to straighten this right leg. It doesn't matter whether it's low, 90, wherever you're at, straighten this leg and hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bend it back in towards the chest. Release the hands. This time as we exhale, we're going to tilt forwards. Send that right leg out behind us into our warrior 3 pose. The arms can be in front of you here. They can be out by the sides, or you can interlock them behind the back again, whatever feels good. Remember, embrace those wobbles when they happen. We're here. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come back to the center, bring that right knee in towards the chest. Exhale, send it out in front of you and push. You can round the upper back here a little bit if you want to. Let's flow with it. Inhale, bring that right leg in. Exhale, send it out behind you. Warrior three pose. Inhale, bring it back in, embrace those wobbles, you got it. Exhale, send it out in front of you. Inhale, bring it in. Exhale, warrior three, keep with it. One more time here, inhale, bring that right knee in towards the chest. Exhale, push, send it away. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, send it back to warrior three pose. And this time, as if in slow motion, we're gonna start bending into that left leg. Reach, reach, reach the right toes back, finding our long crescent lunge here, arms up, shoulders down. Breathe. Good. Well done, are you still with me? Great stuff. So once more here, grounding down through the feet. Let's see if we can bend the right knee a little bit, really shift and tuck the tailbone under as if the right butt cheek is reaching towards the back of our right knee. Feel that opening into the right hip flexor, arms up. Exhale now, open the arms wide. Shift the torso forwards and we're gonna hug ourselves under that left leg, big hug. Move with it here, flow. Inhale, arms up, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, open the arms wide. And then we shift the torso forward, self-hug, self-love. Inhale, reach the arms up. Keep squeezing, you'll feel that light heat building into that left butt cheek. You got it. Self-hug. Inhale, arms back up to center. Exhale, settling the hands either side of the front foot. Step back to our plank here. Chaturanga down. Remember the knees can be lowered. Elbows hugging ribs. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. And if you prefer, you can always take a child's pose here. Lowering the knees, bringing the bum to heels. Resting the forehead down to the ground. Listen to the body. And do whatever feels right for you in this moment. So if you're in your down dog, that's great. If you're in your child's pose, that's great. Whatever you need. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog now. All meet here together. We inhale, look towards the hands. Bend the knees. Step in between, flat back. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, reaching on up. And exhale, hands through prayer. Good. Inhale, now shift the weight into that right foot. Bring the left knee in towards the chest. Just grab a hold of that knee and hug it in lightly. Finding our balance here. Focus on something directly in front of you. And try not to sag into this right hip. If you can see here, this is sagging and shifting all my weight into that right hip, and it feels quite wobbly. And if we lift, lift, lift out of that hip, as if we had a piece of string pulling out the top of our head, then I'm much more secure with my center line and balance. So keep pushing and shifting out the crown of your head and pushing out of that hip. Good, we're gonna let go here and hold that knee where it is, interlock the hands behind. Big inhale, open the chest. Well done, gently releasing the hands now, inhale. And as you exhale, push the hands away, straightening this leg wherever you're at. It doesn't matter whether it's low or high. Square the hips, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring that leg back in. As we exhale, we send the leg behind us, bring the torso forwards, and see if you can squeeze the inner thighs towards each other this time. Start thinking about whether we're squeezing the pelvic floor muscle, everything's hugging in towards the midline. That's how we should feel to find our balance in our warrior 3 pose. Keep the arms by the sides, interlock behind or send them out in front, whatever feels good. Next time you inhale, shift back to center. Bring that left knee back into the chest. You got it, well done. Exhale, push the arms away. Straighten the leg in front. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, send it behind you. Warrior 3, powerful warriors. You are worthy and capable of anything. Back to center, inhale. That positive mind talk, it really helps. Bring that knee back into that hugged position. Exhale, push it out in front. Inhale back to center. Exhale, send it out behind you. Inhale back to center, knee to chest. Exhale, send it out in front. Inhale, center. Exhale, send it out behind you. Well done. Reach that left toe long now. Bend into the right thigh. Reach, reach, reach to our crescent lunge. Well done. Arms up, shoulders down. Inhale, open the heart. Bending that left leg now. Really tuck the pelvis underneath. Find that elongation through the left hip flexor. Bring the arms behind and we'll inhale, open the chest once more. Grounding through the feet here. Knees are hugging in. Upper thighs squeezing and squeezing into that pelvic floor. We inhale, arms up. Exhale, open them wide, challenging our balance. And then as you exhale, bring the torso forwards. Self-hug under that right leg. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, arms up. Opening wide. Exhale, big hug. You deserve it. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, open wide. Self-hug underneath. Well done. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands either side of that front foot. Step it back to our plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's all lower the knees. Bum to heels. Take a child's pose. Rest. Connect to your breath. Well done. Inhale back to all fours. Exhale, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. If you need to bend those knees, please feel free. Find length in the spine here. And let's see again if we can slightly lift the heels of the hands, just really shifting our weight into the knuckles there. Fingertips are pulling back so we're balanced. And we're going to challenge our balance again in our downward facing dog. So just bring in the hands about one palm's distance, just slightly. And then we're going to bring the right hand to the left shin, shifting the weight into that left hand. Really push out of the left shoulder here, trying to sink. Gazing towards that left big toe. When you're ready, we're going to bring that right foot just off the floor. Point the toe or flex, whatever feels best. And you can keep it there, or you can try and bring it a little higher to our three-legged downward dog. Doesn't matter where you're at, keep breathing. And remember, those wobbles will happen. They happen to all of us. Especially if this is your first time trying this balance. Keep breathing. Keep focusing, you got it. If at first you don't succeed, try again and let it go. Well done. When you're ready, bring it back down wherever you are. Knees to the ground, bum to heels. Child's pose, let it go. Whether you wobbled, whether you held it, it doesn't matter. It's what we learn on the way. Big inhale. Big exhale. Grounding back into the floor. Inhale back to all fours. Tug the toes. Downward facing dog. We have got two sides. So bring those hands in one palm's distance. Shift the weight into the right hand and foot. Left hand comes to the right shin. And we're gazing towards that right big toe here. Keep pushing out of the shoulder. Shift the weight into that right foot. Lift the left leg. Three-legged downward dog balance. Notice all that juicy micro movement that happens in the right ankle, stabilizing through the body. Are we squeezing the pelvic floor? Is our navel hugging into the spine? There's so much going on here. So if you are wobbling and falling, great. That means you're learning something. Well done. Keep going. Keep smiling. It gets those happy hormones going. It helps us deal with all these challenges that we face. Well done. Give it another go, or one more breath wherever you're at. And lowering down whenever you're ready. Bring the knees to the ground, bum to heels. Child's pose, let it go. Whatever happened, we are exactly where we need to be in this moment. Good. Inhale back to all fours. Let's inhale, relax the tummy, lift the tailbone, look up, cow pose. Exhale, round through the back, cat. Inhale, relax the tummy, lift the tailbone, pull the heart forwards between the triceps. Exhale, angry cat, squeezing pelvic floor, navel to spine. Good. You can do a few crazy cats here if it feels good to release. Circling the torso and hips one way, circling the other. When you're ready, cross the lower legs, bring them through to sitting. And we'll come into our cobbler's pose here, joining the soles of the feet together. They don't have to be really close to you. There's 4 different types of pelvis and everyone's built differently, so it doesn't matter where you're at here. Bring the thumbs into the soles of the feet, and it's as if we're opening the feet out like a book. Lengthen the spine here. Inhale, open your heart. See if you can use your strength to press the knees down towards the ground. You can come forwards if the body will allow, otherwise stay here if it's enough. Keep breathing. Good. Now shift those heels a little further away from you. We're going to do the same thing. Inhale, straighten the spine. You can keep opening the feet like a book, or you can hold around the ankles, or if you need to sit a little further back, don't be afraid to prop yourself up with a cushion under the hips, or even place the hands behind just to find more opening into the chest. Find what feels good for you here. Stay here, or if it feels good, exhale. We now fold forwards over the legs, opening out through the back of the hips. Big breaths. And find that place for you that is light discomfort in order to find growth. And once more, take the feet even further away from you now. So a big diamond shape in the legs. We inhale, straighten the spine. Stay here if it's enough. Otherwise, exhale, fold forwards over the legs. Really be with whatever sensations you're feeling at the back of the hips. There will be tension there. This is a really stubborn place in the body for us to hold our tension. Breathe. Just breathe. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back to center. Bring the knees in and just jiggle the legs now. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle them out. Good. We're going to shift the bum forwards a little bit. Roll all the way back on our mat now. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. You deserve it. Start to become aware of all the parts of the body in this pose that are connected with the ground. See if you can find extra length through the back of your neck, grounding through the floor. Good. Opening the knees now and pulling the knees towards the armpits. Open the feet towards the ceiling, flex the feet, and either interlock fingers into the big toe or around the outside of the feet. Big inhale. As we exhale in happy baby pose, pull the elbows out to the sides and encourage knees down towards the ground. Aim to try and get 90 degrees in the legs here. And if you want to work a little harder into compression, see if you can squeeze the knees in towards the armpits. Let's give one more breath here. And gently release. Bringing the feet down towards the ground. We'll straighten out to our Shavasana resting pose. Take a moment just to push the back of your head into the mat, tucking the shoulders underneath. Lengthening the neck. And finding stillness in Shavasana, resting corpse pose. If you prefer, you can count the breaths 1 to 10. Inhale 1. Exhale 2. And so on, just from 1 to 10. And stay here for as long as you want. And whenever you're ready, bring the feet in. Arms overhead with a stretch. And just knock the knees side to side. Massage that lower back into the ground. Whenever you're ready, rolling onto one side. Taking a few breaths in transition here before making your way back to a comfortable seated position. Once again, find length in the spine. Bring the hands to heart center, close the eyes. And really thank yourself for spending this time on your mat, for trying new things, grounding into the floor, in order to grow upwards and find more balance. And in turn, the more balance that we find in our body, the more balance we find in our mind, our senses, day to day, for less stress in life. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Take care of yourselves. Please, if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe to our community for more upcoming videos. In the meantime, I hope you have peaceful thoughts, peaceful words, and a peaceful heart. Namaste.